They're probably familiar with you from reality television. And we were talking right before we started recording about to what extent any of that was real. And I'm so curious, first of all, about how that came to be, how real it was, and the finances of being on reality television.
Okay, I can do that.
Do it.
Well, let's just start with Hills. Not real at all. Finances, great. Did it... I did the first season of The Hills. I did for free because I got a phone call. Well, I thought it would be good for my clients. Yeah, I mean, I had no idea what the show was, but I didn't realize that they were getting higher ratings than The Sopranos and Sex and the City combined.
Oh my God.
So it was a big show. It was the highest rated show in the history of cable. I mean, it was huge.
Those girls were on the cover of Rolling Stone, like
they didn't even want to do the cover of Rolling Stone. Really? They had to be pushed. There's a little newsflash. I don't think anybody's ever said that. They were calling me like, you're a publicist. Tell them it's good for them. It's good for you. Somebody says, do you want, Bob, people wrote songs on the cover of Rolling Stone. It's good to be on the cover of Rolling Stone. So on that show, not real, great for me because we would shoot 3 episodes in a day. First season I did for free. Second season, I think I got either 7 or 17,000 an ep. Then it was time. I had a great lawyer, which is always important for whatever you do. I have 5 lawyers, tax lawyers, all different kinds of lawyers. Just save your money so you can pay lawyers. Because if you have the right lawyers, you can make way more money. And in this case, the way my lawyer had negotiated my contract had come up. And I was pretty smart that I was not only playing the Cruella de Vil role and shooting down kids left and right and making them cry and stare and gaze at each other. And somebody had to do that on the show, right? Everybody was blonde. I mean, I was the closest thing to a mafia chick, on the Hills. I just come in and shoot everybody and leave. And which was the role that I played on Top Model as well.
Did you consider it acting?
Sure. Yes. Yeah. Yes, I considered it acting. I mean, of course I drew on my experience of being a fashion producer and an agency owner, because the situations were very similar to my daily life. So it wasn't a stretch. It would be like asking Juliette Lewis to play the cool girl. Not that hard for her.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but by the time I left the show, so at that point, I think my agents were like, you'll be lucky if you get 35,000 an episode. And I knew the girls were making probably close to 80 or 100 an episode. And I was like, this is bullshit. I'm bringing the backdrop. I'm bringing all of this. And so, women have a hard time asking for what they want, So I was like, fuck this. I'm not doing this. So I start for free, and a typical TV talent, by 2.5 seasons, I'm like, fuck this shit. I want 60,000 an ep.
Give me that cast of Friends money.
And then they were like, you'll never get it. And I said, well, don't negotiate for me. And I got it. So, there were times that I would make 180 G's a week. I'd work one day and make 180. Now, of course, you don't get to keep all of that because you have to pay tax, and then you have to pay your agents, 10%, your manager 10%, your lawyer 5%. So that's 25. Government gets 33 to 45, depending on how you do everything. But still, it's great money.
That's huge money. And so,
yeah, but it becomes really crazy because then you see a painting that you and then it's 30 grand, and then you're like, it's half an app. That's how you start
not
thinking.
A good way to measure your life.
Yeah.
And plus, it's the show's going to end, which it did, obviously. So it's you can't mentally absorb that money.
Well, let's just put it this way: abundance is abundance, and
What about Kell On Earth? Finances, reality.
Reality show, totally real. Finances, $20,000 an ep, 8 eps, 160,000. Hellish experience. Hated working on Bravo. Hated being a Bravo celebrity. I was very nonconformist. They didn't love me. I definitely did not love them. By the time we were shooting, I think the 2nd or 3rd week, I was already going back to MTV and telling them I didn't want to stay on Bravo and I wanted to come back. Got a pilot on MTV. But then Liz Gately and Tony DeSanto, who were the heads of the network, were planning their departure. Which affected the pickup of my show. What
was so bad about being a Bravo celebrity in particular?
Well, I think that Bravo treats women like shit. And their messaging is pretty horrifying. And I'm not going to say, I'm friends with people that are on the network, some of the people, but overall, I think that the message that they give out, to people is that women are hysterical and out of control and drunk and crazy and jealous. And, they want you to, do like stupid green screen stuff. Like, you know who was really good at it? Like Jeff Lewis and his assistant. I don't know what her name
Jenny
is. But
Poulos.
yeah, okay. Yeah, like those people are great at like green screen. Like, oh, look, we're having a fake picnic. Like, I'm not like a party picnic girl. Like, people probably know that. I'm just not like a Bravo celebrity. I don't get excited about red carpet stuff. I'm not a team player if I don't believe in the captain of the team.
Yeah.